What's up, everybody? Once again, my name is Matt, and welcome back to Let's Play Xenoblade Chronicles X. In the last episode, we went searching for Nelson's team and found out that he got attacked by some intelligent life forms. We defeated them, rescued Tatsu, and now we're gonna go and report back to Commander Vanda because this is some serious news, man. Like, we lost an entire team, and now we know we're not the only intelligent life here on Mira. It's not looking good.
Damn, losing Nelson's team is a real blow. But the fact we're not the only visitors on this rock is even worse.
They made it clear they want all humans dead. For all we know, they may be related to the forces that destroyed Earth and followed us here.
Wonderful. I'll report this to Secretary Nagi. See if we can't bolster our defenses. Just one last thing. What the bloody hell is this dancing turnip doing here?
He's actually a potato.
Tatsu, not turnip or potato. For last time, Tatsu is not food. Now, on behalf of Planet Mira, Tatsu welcome all Earth people and offer a friendly treaty of friendship.
Yeah, right. Anyway, we were thinking he could be a good source of general intel about the planet. Exactly how useful that'll be remains to be seen.
Oh, don't you worry about a thing. Friend's totally safe now that Tatsu is in town. Tatsu watch over and protect friends, especially weak, pathetic Lindley with her thin, bony wings.
You mean my arms? Look who's talking. And who said anything about you coming with us? You can stay here, you greedy, annoying little cabbage. I'm sure there's a salad here that could use you.
Matt? Tatsu stay here? Friends would leave Tatsu behind?
It's for the best. You said yourself your people are endangered, and the Xenos that captured you might still be out there. You'll be safest here in the city.
Agreed.
Tatsu not agreed? Friends will want Tatsu along. Friends need Tatsu along.
How so?
What? Well, that, of course. This planet have many helpful Nopon that Tatsu can talk to. Other Nopon can share information for friends.
That might be useful.
That right. Most Nopon not like Tatsu. Nopon can be shy. Nopon can be difficult. Most Nopon never trust friends or even talk to friends. But Tatsu? Nopon love Tatsu. Tatsu use smooth talk and winning personality to get friends good info.
The tater tot has a point.
Uh-huh. More like an ulterior motive, if you ask me.
Tatsu perish the thought. Tatsu intentions are pure, Lindley. Pure as snow. Lindley intimidated by Tatsu's strength and smarts, but do not worry, Tatsu is true friend.
Strength and smarts, huh? That's really not what I'm worried about here.
All right, then it's settled. Small Fry here will accompany you three out in the field. After all, we can use all the info we can get.
Seriously? We have to babysit this thing?
You're the ones who picked him up. Besides, would you really want to leave him with another team?
Maybe not. Unless we were invited to the meal, I mean.
See? Already getting along like peas and carrots. He can be your charge, Lynn.
Oh, come on, Commander! That's not funny! I've got my hands full out there! This is so unfair. Back me up here, would you, Elma?
I'm sure Elma has no objections.
Right. As you say, Commander.
Done and done. Welcome to Blade, Tater. We'll be counting on you.
Yes, sir! And it's a Tatsu. Oh, one thing Tatsu forgot to mention. Nopon are pacifists, so friends need to defend Tatsu, keep extra super safe in any battle. Tatsu VIP diplomat, after all.
And why am I not surprised? So much for him watching over and protecting us.
God dang it, Tatsu. You can't help but love him, though. Anyways, another story mission has been completed.
So, Rook, feel like you're starting to get the hang of things?
You know what, we're gonna nod and agree because I think I'm starting to get the hang of things.
Of course you are. You've taken to it like a fish to water, just like Elma and the commander said you would.
Just the same, let's review the key points, and I can fill in some extra details. Blade's top priority right now is to secure missing pieces of the Lifehold. You remember that much. Countless people are frozen in the Lifehold. It's the key to restoring humanity. Up until we ran into the Prone, our biggest concern was that wild indigents would stumble on the Lifehold and damage it somehow. But now there's a more pressing threat, intelligent alien races who are intentionally trying to destroy us. So, our search has new urgency. We need to find and retrieve all of the Lifehold ASAP.
And the best way to do that is by expanding the reach of FrontierNav. The more probes we can install, the wider we can scan, and the faster we can find bits of the Lifehold.
So our primary focus going forward should be to travel around Mira installing data probes. As many as we can, as fast as we can. I can't stress enough how important this is. You still with me?
Yeah, I'm picking up what you're putting down, Elma. Don't worry about it.
Good. Then let's move on to the other pressing threat that Blade has to deal with. Hostile indigens. There's no real delicate way to put this. Any wildlife that poses a clear threat must be eliminated. The Lifehold is our future, but we can't ignore the present. We still have our duty to keep New LA safe. And sometimes that duty requires enacting coordinated strikes to solve problems before they can do real harm.
We're the newcomers here, it's true. And they're usually just out to defend their territory. But sometimes it really is them or us. And we have to make sure it's us. Don't get me wrong. It's not like we run out there and light up anything that moves. Only Blade HQ can choose targets. And they tend to keep them strictly to creatures that pose a significant threat to our survival.
In order to contribute to this cause, operatives are asked to form into squads to take on special missions. These squad missions, as we call them, don't get posted to mission control like your other, more typical assignments. Rather, HQ transmits the details directly to all of us at the same time. Basically, they want as many people to know about them ASAP, so they can be taken care of ASAP.
I'm sure you can imagine that these missions aren't your run-of-the-mill little fetch quests. It's not the kind of stuff just one or two Blades could handle on their own. That's why squads can have as many as 32 members.
And it's why we ask members to sign up to a squad beforehand. We can't have Blades playing musical chairs whenever this kind of emergency hits us. But just remember, squad missions are not mandatory. You don't have to drop everything you're doing just to take one on. HQ has no way of knowing what every Blade is up to when these missions arise. If you're busy with something else, they'll understand. They need to trust our collective judgment with these things, and, well, so far so good.
And I think that about covers the basics, right?
Search for the missing pieces of the Lifehold. Install data probes to expand FrontierNav. And take on squad missions when you can to keep us safe. Got all that?
Yes, I totally understand.
Good. We're counting on you.
And briefing adjourned. Thank God.
All right, well, it's getting pretty late, isn't it?
Yeah, let's call it a night.
Oh, Tatsu's so excited to sleep in real bed. Lily can show Tatsu to his room now.
Oh, your room is right over there.
Oh, it's the perfect size for Tatsu. Wait, what? Tatsu know what that is. That refrigerator. We'll go in there to cool off.
I guess you are smarter than you look.
Well, Tatsu's not one to brag, but... wait a minute! Tatsu see what Lily did there?
Okay, so now that that is done, we're going to get a ton of advice. This one's telling us how to advance the story missions. I'll talk about this in a second. Most of this advice is going to cover online stuff, which really doesn't apply to this project, so I'm just going to skip over this as quickly as I can. They will bring us into a multiplayer menu in a second to sort of adjust our settings, so I'll try and go through that as quickly as possible. Elma is telling us that now we have the opportunity to customize our party more or less, because now we have more members that we can add to our party. Alright, very quickly, let me just go through here and sort of disable some stuff, because I really just want to get rid of some of the stuff that can appear on the screen, because there's a ton of stuff that can be displayed if we leave all of this on. So in order to have less clutter on the screen, I'm going to disable a couple of these settings. You can leave them on if you want to, but I just don't want the extra mess. That should be good though. So, oh crap, now we have to join a squad. I'll be honest, I actually don't know what to do here, because this is the first time that I've actually seen this menu, because when I went through here and got past this part on my own personal file, I was in offline mode, so this is completely new. Oh, I can't actually join any of these squads. I guess in order to join a friend squad, they need to be online, so I guess I'll go with Lifehold, because that's for single player. So yeah, there we go, we joined a squad. I guess I really don't know what that means. Anyways though, like I said, we have the opportunity now to customize our party. So Elma, Lynn, obviously those guys we could always have, but now we can have Irina join our party, we can have Gwen join our party, and we can also have Doug join our party. So those guys are going to be out in New LA, and if we find them, we can just ask them to join our party. Anyways, now that that is done, let's talk about a few of the other icons that have now appeared. Starting with this red one up here, which represents story missions. So if we check this out, you'll notice that we have not met the requirements for taking on the next section of the story. So we really can't progress the story. The requirements are having Elma and Lynn in our party, as well as surveying 15% of Primordia, completing the Blade Level Basics mission, and the Pro Professional mission. Now, we've already done the Pro Professional mission, and we might have done the Blade Level Basics, not entirely sure, but we have not surveyed 15% of Primordia. This icon right down here represents an affinity mission. This will increase your friendship with one of the other party members, so it is worth doing, and you get some really nice bonuses if you complete them. But as you can see, the required level is 12, and we need Elma and Lynn for this specific mission, so yeah, we really can't take that on right now. In fact, a lot of the affinity missions that are currently available to us, we really can't complete just because we don't meet the required level requirements. So yeah, we'll leave those for now. Anyways, now that I've explained that, let's come over here and talk to Lynn. Since her name is in blue, it means that she can join our party. I'm not going to bother reading this dialogue, because the dialogue is basically hey, I'm bored, let me join your party, let's go do something. It's basically something like that. So after you talk to them, you'll get brought to the active members menu. Here we can take Lynn from the reserve members into our current party, confirm that, and she'll go from being an NPC on the field to being an active party member. I'm going to leave Elma here because I really don't want her in my party for this. There's actually 2 other characters that I would rather have in my party for this next set of missions, and that's Irina and Gwyn because they actually are higher level. I'm taking Lynn just because she does have high HP, so we can still sort of use her to tank a ton of damage, but yeah, Irina's right here, so let's talk to her very quickly, get her in our party, and then we'll go find Gwyn, add him to our party, and then we'll start accepting missions. Now, you will notice that Irina, yeah, she's level 14, which is 5 levels higher than us right now, which is pretty crazy, so it is worth having them in our party, and since they are higher level, yeah, they have more HP, they can do more damage, they can also take more damage, so, I mean, having these higher level party members right now will help us out tremendously when we get in the field and start fighting, like, you know, bigger and badder monsters. So, here's Gwyn, let's talk to him, get him in our party, and then we'll take on some normal missions around New LA, and hopefully by the time we're done with these normal missions, we'll have met the requirements to take on the next major story missions. That's sort of what you want to do in these interlude sections, I guess you would call them. Like, go around, do some normal missions, and I guarantee you by the time you're done with a few of those, you'll get some extra resources and then maybe meet the requirements for taking on the next major story mission. Alright, first things first, let's go over here and talk to this lady, Eleanor, because she's going to do something really, really cool for us. Hello, Matt. Seems you're already well on your way to making a name for yourself. I've been hearing stories around Blade headquarters. One day you're out gunning hostile Xenos, the next you're adopting strange walking delicacies. Oh, but it didn't stop you just to catch up. Commander Vandam asked me to brief you the next time I saw you. Are you familiar with Blade levels? Let's deny and have the game tell us about them. Oh good, glad I didn't prepare this speech for nothing. New recruits are assigned a Blade level of 1, they're just beginning after all. As they continue to clear missions, that level will slowly go up. You can think of it as a barometer for your contributions as a Blade. The top level is 10, that's reserved for unstoppable powerhouses and masters of the field. Those are the Blades who get written into the history books. Next up are division points. Know about those? You know what? I don't, so tell me about them. No? Alright. But you do know about divisions, right? Of course I do. The 8 Blade divisions each serve a different important role here on Mira. Roles like expanding FrontierNav, hunting indigents, retrieving salvage from the White Whale, and so on. As a Blade performs those tasks, he or she is awarded points based on performance. Those are the division points I mentioned. You probably know this, but to advance your Blade level, you have to collect division points. The good news is that basically any work you do as a Blade will net you points. Simple, right? Alright, seems pretty simple enough, but let's ask her about the benefits. Fame, honor, glory, not to mention tasty bonuses. I'll keep the specifics a surprise though. It's more fun that way. Why not try for a Blade level of 2 to start? Come back to me once you get that far. I'll have your bonus waiting. Alright, so our next normal mission is to get Blade level 2. Seems simple enough, let's accept it. And guess what guys, if we press the plus button, yeah, check it out, our Blade level is already 2, so we've done it! Congratulations guys!
Wow.
Whoa, wait, have you already increased your Blade level? I thought so. You certainly don't put out the vibe of an amateur, that's for sure. Well, I'll still give you my spiel just in case. Whenever your Blade level increases, pay me a visit. Once I've verified your status, I'm authorized to issue you a fat bonus. So, let's start by getting you a gift to commemorate reaching Blade level 2. Congratulations! Alright, and we got ourselves a hollow figure projector added to our Blade barracks. Cool, now we can look at stuff. Have you had a look at your bonus? I'll be furnishing you with all sorts of things to deck out and customize your barracks. That's the only place on Mira you can truly call home after all. And now you can make it just like home by tweaking the design to your liking. Not the sort of thing you'd expect Vander to think of, is it? He doesn't exactly scream interior designer. Truth is, a month or so ago, a petition went around and 100 Blades signed on. But I digress. Back to the briefing at hand. there's one additional bonus, probably one you care more about than redecorating your room. I'll be increasing the level of your skills. You have 3 field skills in total: mechanical, biological, and archaeological. But each is still fairly rudimentary at this point, and you're ready to move beyond that. Well, I've got good news. As a part of your bonus, you can choose to improve one of your field skills. You may think it's a little cheap of us to force you to choose one at a time, but believe it or not, it's for your own sake. Forcing too many advanced concepts on a blade at once tends to confuse and overwhelm more than help. Not to mention that if misused, someone could take that expertise, hack the computers in Blade Tower, and endanger all of humanity. That's why the highest tiers of technical skill are reserved for people who have proven themselves trustworthy, those with high blade levels. Alright, enough lecturing, time for the fun part. Which field skill will we be boosting for you today? Okay, so pro tip, you want to level up mechanical as fast as you can to at least level 5, and that's precisely what we're going to do. Alright, your mechanical field skill is officially enhanced! Hooray! That's all for this round's bonuses, and for the briefing. As of today, you're a proper blade. Now get out there and earn those division points. I'll see you when you hit blade level 3.
Keep it up.
I'm always here. In the meantime, good luck and have fun. Alright, will do. But yeah, like mechanical is useful for, finding things in the field as well as planting probes. So that's kind of why you want to level it up first. Alright, so here's Kirsty. Let's talk to her and get ourselves some missions. Now, just hold on. The supplies we brought from Earth are already starting to run out. These rates of uranium mining aren't enough to keep New LA going. Yes, I know you're all doing the best you can, but look, it's just not enough. We can't... Oh, hey rookie, glad to see you're back. And apologies for the scene you walked in on. You know what, we can ask what's going on, or we can mock Kirsty. That obviously does not seem like a good idea, so let's see what's up. Well, I suppose this concerns you too. May as well brief you on it. In the months since crashing here, we've gone through most of the resources we brought with us on the White Whale. We're now in the process of transitioning to materials acquired through FrontierNav. More than anything, we need a large supply of uranium to ensure operations here can continue. But with so few data probes in place, it's difficult. Everyone's so busy that a lot of important work has gone undone. Maybe you could lend a hand. First, I need 750 units of uranium. Then I need someone to deal with a pack of juvenile simius that keep hassling Pathfinders out in Primordia. And finally, I have my own little spec op. I need a storage device known as Data Unit FN093 to be recovered. It contains some top secret info. If my calculations are correct, it should have also fallen to the planet's surface somewhere out in Primordia. If you take care of all that, I'll make sure it's worth your while. Deal? Sounds good to me. So now, we have a ton of missions to accept. 3, in fact, technically 4, but it all falls under like one giant mission, like 1 mission and 3 child missions that if we complete like the main mission, if you will. Alright then, time to mine more uranium. You'll need to install new data probes. You know the deal, right? We got it. I'd recommend expanding Primordia's FrontierNav as you tackle other missions in the area. Such efficiency is the Pathfinder way. Try to keep that in mind as you work, rookie. Alright, will do. Let's show gratitude and be thankful, I guess. No worries, but it's still nice to get a thanks once in a while, so keep it up. Finish the mission and you'll be a full-fledged blade as far as I'm concerned. Alright, good luck out there. The people of New LA are counting on FrontierNav, which means they're counting on you. Alright, pretty big deal. So we've got a whole lot of missions. First things first, we need to give her 750 units of uranium, which we actually already have because we have 1,775. So, ta-da! Already 1/3 of the way done. Let's give her that uranium. How goes the uranium gathering? I think 750 units should be enough to see us through for the time being. Alright, so let's just give her these 750 units. Thanks a bunch. I'll see that it gets distributed among the city's industries. Alright, so there we go. Mission complete. Not bad at all. I hope you'll tackle the rest of my Primordia assignments with the same vigor. Oh, don't worry, we're on it. Alright, before we do anything else, let's actually go to our missions and put on part 2 of that as our main objective. That way we can sort of see where we're going. And I'm pretty sure there's actually a fast travel location close to where we need to go. It's actually right outside of New LA. So I'm just going to fast travel there so we can save ourselves a bit of time, and then we'll go take on those indigens. Alright, so we need to locate some juvenile simius and take those guys out. 5 of them in total, which is kind of a lot. Now, thankfully, this is pretty close to New LA, so yeah, not gonna take us too long to actually find them. And the game is even nice enough to mark them with giant green exclamation marks, you know, if you couldn't see them. Now, they are like level 9 and 10, which is slightly higher than like our level right now. We're only level 9. But with Irina and Gwyn on our team, I think we should have no problem taking these guys down. So, yeah, we're just going to fight all of these guys, and that's pretty much all there is to it. We just need to take out 5 of them, and we'll complete this next mission. So we're not really going to be exploring, like, new sections of Primordia right now, at least not for this part of the main mission. Holy crap, Lynn got destroyed. Wow, that was fairly powerful. Alright, well, Lynn's actually completely gone now, so that kind of stinks, but everyone else is, like, at full HP, so I guess you literally just, like, only targeted Lynn. That kind of stinks that we lost her already, but, I mean, this guy's already dead, pretty much, so after we complete the battle, everyone will just come back to life. Not really that big of a deal. Like, Lynn, of course, did lose any, tension points that she had, but that's really not, like, the worst thing that could have happened. Alright, let's just wait till everyone heals up. And, real quick, let me check my ground gear for everyone, too, because I feel like we shouldn't die from those things. So I'm just gonna go through and, like, equip my strongest gear again, just to make sure that, everyone is in, like, tip-top shape. Specifically, Lynn. Alright, there we go. Yeah, Lynn got some new gear then. And Irina and Gwyn should already be, like, in their best stuff, I think, for right now. So I'm gonna leave them as they are, and we're just gonna go and take on this next guy, who is only level 9, so a little bit easier than the guy we just fought. So hopefully we don't get, like, completely destroyed by him. As I was saying, though, for this second mission, yeah, we're not really gonna end up exploring any new areas of Primordia, but the third mission that Kirsty gave us is pretty far out of the way, so hopefully on our way there we'll be able to explore up to the 15% of Primordia that we need in order to take on the next major story mission. And wow, I cannot believe one level made like that much of a difference, because this guy did barely any damage to our team. Holy moly. I mean, it could be like the new gear that we put on, but I don't think it would have like that big of a difference. Maybe that other guy just had like a lot of attack or something like that. I don't really know. We'll have to find out. Alright, let's go take on this next level 9 guy, and hopefully then we can just sort of finish up the remaining 2 and be done with it. I mean, I kind of just want to like finish this up as quickly as possible so we can finish up at least 2/3 of this quest, because we are getting pretty late in the episode. Like, I'm looking at my timer right now, so we may not have time to do all 3 sections of this quest in this video. We might need to save one for the next episode, which is totally fine. I mean, relatively speaking, this is a fairly long normal mission in general, so that's totally cool if we need to like sort of split it up. This guy is going down relatively quickly though, so there we go. He is gone. Not bad at all. And with that, hey, wait, that guy literally just disappeared. Oh, you know why? It's because it changed from like evening to night, and I guess they don't spawn at night. Oh, well, that is just fantastic. So, yeah, I guess I have no choice but to go over to the time manipulation hut nearby, switch time to like the daytime again, and then come back here. So I'm gonna do that, and then I will see you guys once I find one of them. Alright, so I made it daytime, and I found one of them. So we're gonna take this guy on, and hopefully afterwards we'll be able to find another one, because on my way over here I didn't really notice any other smaller ones. Like, there's that huge level 81 guy in the background, but he does not have the green exclamation mark above his head, so obviously we don't need to attack that one, and probably wouldn't be a good idea if we did, since I'm fairly certain he could kill our entire team in like one attack. So yeah, we're gonna avoid doing that if we can, but I really don't see any other simius that we can fight right now, so that's not particularly a good thing. I kind of feel like I'm playing Undertale right now. It's like, you get into a random battle and then it's like, but nobody came. And that's sort of how I feel right now, because there are no other simius, like, in this area. I'm not even joking. Like, there is nothing here. This yellow circle is not that big. We should be able to see them if they're here. So, I'm not really too sure what we're gonna do about this, to tell you the truth, because they should be here, honestly. Like, oh, wait a minute, hang on. Where did that guy come from? Alright, maybe I just had to, like, leave the circle in order for one of them to respawn. That was a little weird, but whatever, I'll take it, man. This is the last guy we need to take on anyway, so not that big of a deal. We'll take him out, and then we'll report back to New LA. Probably end things off there, since, yeah, we've kind of already gone over, like, my 30-minute goal for the videos. That's sort of, how I'm playing this out. Like, every 30 minutes is sort of like an episode for this series, because it's one of those games that you really do need to have longer videos for, otherwise it will just go on for a very long time. And even with 30-minute videos, I expect this series to go on for a fairly long time. But with that, we've completed the second mission of the 3 that Kirsty gave us. Alright, not bad at all. That was kind of fun. We got some extra experience, we leveled up, so all in all, I would say it's a good day. Let's travel back to New LA though, shall we? Man, I'm still, like, really slow at finding these fast travel locations on the gamepad. It takes me, like, way too long to do this. There we go, that ought to do it. Okay, so now that we're back here in New LA, well, I think this is a good place to end off the video. So if you guys enjoyed this part, a like rating would be greatly appreciated. If you want to see more, consider subscribing. But once again, guys, my name is Matt. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.